Today's episode is published on Christmas Day, so a quick chance to say a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to all the viewers. I hope you have enjoyed the year's worth of content, and it's been great to have Silverrun Forest, but Nordic and I have taken a little break from our Calm Land series on to get started and stuck into some of the projects here. We will be carrying it on for a little while, but at some point we will get back to Calm Lands. But yeah, wishing you all a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Cheers all! Hello everyone and welcome back to Silverrun Forest. This is the multiplayer co-op with Nordic Farming, and we have reached episode number 5. Skipped ahead a couple of months because we've been busy processing the phase 1 of the roller coaster. You might have noticed that it's grown some more. It's stood up some struts and it's got some beams going across there. And we are now into the second phase of construction, so the required inputs have changed once more, and seemingly from the last materials that we dumped here we have enough, apart from staircase railings, for all of the items. So Nordic and I are hopping in the truck first thing this morning because we have got to pick up some more staircase railings. So I'm just going to drop this trailer off, and we are going to actually purchase the pallet loading trailer again because it was struggling with auto loading last time, but I think we've managed to get it working. Got the right mods activated this time. So yeah, to the store first thing, and Nordic can buy the pallet trailer, and then we will go and get the staircase railings from the wood turner. There we go, so $33,500, and we've got our new pallet auto loader. We did rent this last time, but now we've got enough funds that we can purchase this. So let's hitch up to it and head on down the road to the wood turner. I think it's just past the fuel station and to the right here. Down we go. And yeah, we'll get the staircase railings to the roller coaster. And then we've got plenty of metal brewing at the iron furnace. So we're going to take another load of that to sell at Elm Creek. So we'll load it onto the train once more. And that is going to make us some good money. There we go, got the curtain open and we can load that up quite nicely. Fantastic. So we'll close this up again and head back to the roller coaster and get that set. Okay, at the roller coaster. So we can drop off this staircase railing. There we go. Hopefully it should take it all so we haven't got to unload anywhere else. Okay, so it's left 1,000, but we've got 22.5. Oh, okay, it's taken them now. That's strange. Maybe because they were further back in the lorry. There we go. So we got about 25,000 from that, which is really good. And that's all full. And yeah, Nordic's just told me that we've pretty much paid the trailer back, which is good going. So we're going to head on down to the iron furnace, pick up some metal, and get that sold on the train, just like we did last time. And I think that's going to be some bumper profits. Right, left turn to the iron furnace, and we'll head round the back once again and pick up all the metal. And there's quite a lot in storage there, so we're expecting to be able to sell quite a bit at the Elm Creek depot. And I'm probably going to need to switch over the curtain on this trailer so we can load it up. There we go, open up, and we can get loading. Right, just had to reconfigure that, and that's all loading. And we've got quite a lot of metal pallets there. Right, that's all loaded, fully loaded, and we're leaving one metal pallet behind because we've got a full trailer, which is fantastic. That means we're going to be making quite a bit of cash from all of this. So fortunately for us, there's a train calling spot over there, which Nordic has just ran over to. We'll hop to the other side so we are on the platform. Here we go, so turning into the other sawmill, and this is the sawmill where you can purchase all the wood pallets, long beams, planks, long planks, all that sort of stuff. And oh, we should be able to probably mount the platform. Let's see if we can do that. Here we go. Hopefully not going to beach the trailer. Alright, I'm going to see if I can work some magic here and unload the train, or the metal rather, onto the train. This could prove to be a costly mistake, or it's a stroke of genius. Let's see. Oh, look at that. Fantastic, so we're able to unload directly from the truck. Nordic's gonna take the truck back, and yeah, we're gonna hop in the train and get this sold at Elm Creek. So I think I just need to lash these on appropriately. So if we lash up, I think I need to select the right carriage. There we go. Fantastic. Right, let's head on down and go and sell this at Elm Creek. 25,000 litres of metal on the train, so we should be able to fetch quite a good price. And boy, the train does look good heading over this bridge. Fantastic map, Silverrun. Looks phenomenal. There we go. So the train's going to drive to Elm Creek and sell. Oh, seen some money come in. Wow, 220,624. Superb. Right, let's get on back and catch up with Nordic, because he's going to be making a new purchase, which is going to help us with some of the smaller trees and logs that we've got dotted around. Back at the lodge, and Nordic is back with the truck and trailer. Right, Nordic's dropped off the new pallet loading trailer, and I think he's going to leave the truck there. And we got to load the rest of the container up next. We've got quite a few logs dotted around, so I'm going to hop in the Volvo and load some of that, and Nordic is going to go and make that new purchase that I mentioned, which is going to help with some of the smaller trees and logs that we've got dotted around. So in we hop, switch on, and yeah, we've got quite a bit of logs to load. We've got some logs near the yarder, and we've also got some logs dotted around, but this place is looking a bit more barren than it once was, because we've cut down quite a lot of trees. But that's good news. Okay, so I'm going to get busy doing some loading and driving over stumps, and that's another job we're going to have to do this afternoon. We are going to have to do some stump clearance. So once Nordic has made his purchase, we will also go to the store and make a purchase of our own to get a stump clearer. So leave this with me, get a container loaded, taken for sale, and then we'll head back and catch up with Nordic and what he's got planned. Okay, so we've loaded a container, we've taken that for sale, and about another 120 odd thousand. Now we're back with the random dumper trailer, and you would have seen that whilst I was working away, Nordic brought along this class wood crusher, and basically this goes along with the crane arm and drags logs into the chipper at the front, which then puts it into this bin at the back, which Nordic is now extending. And here you go, we've unloaded some wood chips into the random trailer, which is fantastic. And that is a really funky and cool mod. I do like that. Nordic has said it's a bit wild to use, but nonetheless it's done a good job, seemingly. It's quite expensive. I think it's about $420,000. So hopefully it will pay for itself with wood chips. But yeah, I guess we'll see how much we can sell these for. So I'll journey on back to the sawmill and we can see how much we're going to get. I'm not expecting huge numbers. Back at the sawmill. And I think the wood chips selling area is somewhere over this way as well. It's normally a round wooden sort of structure where you can dump the wood chips in. Now that has quite a big lip on it, that grain crossing area. Aha, so I think this is it. I'm going to reverse in here and see if we can sell these. As mentioned, I'm not expecting huge numbers, but it's just something we can do with the smaller logs that we really shouldn't be putting in the container because that lowers the value. And yeah, smaller logs you tend to just turn into wood chips or firewood or something like that. So yeah, let's see if we can unload this. Okay, so it doesn't look to unload there, and I'm just looking at where these spouts and conveyor belts go. They seem to go into various different buildings and around into the sawmill. So it might actually be in the sawmill where we unload this, and I'm thinking potentially over in that area over here where there looks to be some sort of yellow conveyor belt equipment. So let's see if it's okay, there, this looks a bit more promising. Okay, so it doesn't look to be here either. Where do we unload wood chips? So I couldn't really find the unload spot at the sawmill, and that's potentially because we technically own the sawmill, because we use it as a production plant. So I'm going to go sell the wood chips at the hotel, which is actually a better price. So let's head over there now. Hotel, is this you? Guess looks like a hotel. So let's see if we can unload here. Fantastic, we can unload here. And I'm not sure how much we're getting. Looks to be cranking up quite a bit, so that's good news. Okay, $30,000. And that was not the full trailer, so can they not take any more? I think the trailer moved out the spawn point, so that's the second half. So 30,000 plus another 15, so yeah, 45,000 from that rather modest, I think it was 20 odd thousand litres of wood chips. That's pretty good going, and I think yeah, the wood chips must be worth a pretty penny on Silverrun. It is February, so potentially that's the better time of the year to sell them. Yeah, that's not too shabby profits. So hopefully we'll pay back the wood crusher in no time at all. Let's head on back to Nordic and see what he's up to. Back at the lodge, as we call it, and we'll drop the trailer off here. So Nordic has taken a little break from wood crushing, but here is the wood crusher. It is the Class Zerion 4500 wood crusher, and it's a bit of a beast. It's got this crane arm where it picks up the logs and takes it into the wood crusher here. I'm not going to get in it because I'll probably get in it a little bit later, but for now I am going to go and pick up a stump grinder because we've got so many stumps dotted around here that we really do need to clear out. I think I'll take this little log up to the wood crusher so we can crush that once we fire it up again. yeah, we want to jump in the small Volvo tractor. Here it is. We'll have to disassemble the yarder and we'll go get the Stump Grinder. And we'll raise this up and can fold it away. And I think we should be able to... actually, I don't know. We might have to unfold it again to detach it. There we go. Nordic is off in the wood crusher once again. And we can drop the yarder off somewhere over here and go and pick up the Stump Grinder. So yeah, we do need to unfold the yarder once again and drop it off like so. So let's head over to the dealership and go and pick a suitable Stump Grinder. And yeah, I don't think I've really shown the inside of this Volvo too much. When we first explored Silverrun I did show it, but it's a quirky small little tractor. I do like the look of it. Right, dealership is very close down here, so we'll pick up a Stump Grinder and we can get busy clearing some stumps out of the way. So the little Volvo is only 140 horsepower, so the only Stump Grinder we can really afford is this TMC Cancella, the TFK 200, which is $24,500. And yeah, looks to be pretty cool, so we'll buy that and get back and get to work. There it is, next to the quad which we've left down here. Probably need to get that back home at some point soon. Let's reverse and pick up this bad boy Stump Grinder. There we go. Fantastic. Homeward bound. Right, so we are back and I'm going to kick the old Stump Grinder into action. This is actually called a Forestry Mulcher, so I'm not quite sure what it's going to do to the ground. Hopefully it doesn't change the texture or anything, because I think some of them do. But yeah, let's lower away. Yes, it is going to change the texture of the landscape, but it should also clear the old stump away. There we go. So that's one stump cleared. So I think the best thing to do really is pull right up to the stump and sort of lower it on it. There we go. Fantastic. So we've got these little patches left around. I don't know if I can manually lower it just to see if it's not going to change the texture of the ground. Oh, I think there was a log there which I've driven over. Okay, so we can open the flap right up. That looks nice and dangerous. And we can raise and lower the claw, but I don't think we can raise and lower the Stump Grinder, so we are going to have to cultivate the ground or mulch the ground as it looks to be, but that's okay. So let's lower away, get that chipped, and then yeah, we can crack on to the next one. So I'm going to get busy doing some stump grinding, and I'll see you when we've made some good progress. Right, we've done some stump clearing and the grinder was working pretty well. The Volvo is a little bit underpowered, but nonetheless we managed to do it just by switching it off and on again once we've got to the position. And it does mulch the forestry ground like we showed in little patches. Here we go. So that doesn't matter too much. In fact, it tells us where the trees were previously. So if we were to come and plant again, we could plant the trees in a different location to where the stumps and where the roots of the other trees would be. So Nordic has swapped with me. He's going to start doing some stump clearing on the hilly bit, so I've wished him good luck, and hopefully he can sort of go horizontally across the hill rather than up and down like I was. And somewhere around here apparently is a pile of logs which we can use the wood crusher to organise and chop up. Let me see if I can find where they all are. Okay, so the pile of logs is at the wood harvester, so I'm hopping in the class wood crusher, and here we go. We'll do the cab view, switch on, and drive on down there and see how this thing operates. It'll be quite interesting to get it working and see it in action, first person. But let's meander on down the track to the wood harvester, the forestry machine, because that's where the pile of logs is that we need to sort. Aha, so here we are. Only a small pile of logs, but hopefully that should suffice for what we need. And this thing's got front and rear wheel steering, which makes it quite manoeuvrable. That's pretty handy. Okay, so I'm going to try and unfold the crane and see how that works. We'll unfold the wood chipper, which unfolds the crane, and we switch on the wood chipper, which turns on the front mashers, I imagine. There we go, we can see them spinning. And then, I imagine, we control this crane like we do any other crane. So let's go up to some logs. And I'll just toggle what should be crane. I can lower away, grab them. There we go, look at that. Pinch them super hard and try and get them in to the harvester. But of course I picked up one log too far, too close. So that's going to really make my life difficult.
Go flip!
Right, I'm going to try that again because the log I picked up just completely disappeared and the whole thing did a backflip, which was quite entertaining. But yeah, we don't want that to happen every time because that wastes our logs. So let's get a bit more of a opportune viewing position. There we go, we extend that out, rotate it, give it a little twist to the right angle, and then we should be able to pull this in with any luck. Although it does seem to go all over the place whilst I'm moving it, swinging back and forth like a pendulum. And just when I think I'm getting it to the right position, it darts off somewhere else. There we go. That must be going in. There we go. Look at that. That's shooting the wood chips into the back. Nice. Oh god, 5,000 litres already. This won't take much time to fill up. So I'm going to get busy filling it up, and I'll see you when we've made some good progress. So there we have it. We have wood crushed some of the smaller pieces of loggage. And I've got one here. I just wanted to see if I could manually insert it into the harvester. This one is light enough for us to pick up. There she goes. Brilliant. So that is all of that loaded. Oh, I don't need the torch. So let's hop back in, and I am going to switch off the harvester, and we can fold it back up now. It's actually done a really good job, despite it being a bit finicky to start with, the crane and understanding how it works. It's actually done a really good job, and the crane's got a nice bit of range to it, so you can pick up stuff that's in close proximity. You don't need to really keep readjusting the position of the vehicle. If you've got a nice pile of logs to work through, the crane should reach everything within a good sort of 10 or 15 meters, which is nice. So I'm heading back up to the top of the hill. Nordic has got the random dumper trailer, and if I sort of position around here, I reckon that he'll be able to come and unload. In fact, let me back up to him, because that's probably the best idea to avoid any miscalculation. And oh yeah, he's got a load that's already in there, so that is good going. I think we can press to tip side high, and that is going to unfold it, and there we go. So raising it up, and it's going to unload it into the random trailer. Fantastic, look at that. That is pretty awesome. So I think we'll do a bit of a equipment tidy up, because we've got quite a lot of stuff dotted around here now, and we're probably going to have to increase the space of the yard, because this is just a lodge which we've completely overhauled all the trees from. In fact, we probably decimated the forest here, but we are creating a nice view of the landscape and the lake down there for this lodge, so I guess it is one benefit. So let's park this up somewhere back here, and then we can grab the Volvo log grab as well. Make sure everything's a little bit neater parked up. Right, Nordic is back from selling the wood chips. It's been quite lucrative. I think the wood crusher has paid for itself now. Here he is. I've just been flipping a few burgers on the old Barbie to finish up the day. We are finishing early because it is February, so we lose the light at around 3 o'clock. But yeah, we've done a good day's work. But that is it for today. Hope you have enjoyed watching. If you have, remember to drop a like, and remember to check out Nordic's channel for his perspective of today's session as well. If you've got any tips, tricks or things you'd like us to do, then feel free to leave a comment. Next time I think we're going to get busy with the next stage of the roller coaster, and we've also got enough money now where we can build the boat yard, so I think we're going to get started on that particular project. Hope to see you again next time, but until then, we'll catch you later. Cheers all, bye bye.
Ho ho! Ho!